You are welcome to this tutorial. Today I want to show you why you shouldn't be using the var keywords in JavaScript. In modern JavaScript development, the let and const keyword are preferred over var for several reasons, which include block scope, hoisting behavior, and better readability. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you the reasons why you shouldn't be using var keyword again in JavaScript. One of the reasons why you shouldn't be using keyword like var in JavaScript is that var keyword is a function scope keyword. What I mean by function scope keyword is that it is accessible throughout the entire function. I repeat, why you shouldn't be using the var keyword is that it is accessible throughout the entire function. And this can lead to unexpected behavior of your code. For the let and const keyword, they are block scope, meaning they are only accessible within the block in which they are defined, or within the block they are defined. So it is only the block code which you defined it. That's the place you can access it if you use the let keyword. While for var keyword, they are accessible throughout the entire function. Another reason why you shouldn't be using var keyword is the redeclaration. The var keyword allows redeclaration of the same variable within the same scope, which can cause bugs and makes code harder to maintain. While for the let keyword, they do not allow redeclaration within the same scope, making the code more predictable. Now I'm going to show you with an example why you shouldn't be using the var keyword in JavaScript. So let me go to my Visual Studio Code. Now I am in my Visual Studio Code. I'll go to my keys.js. Okay, so let me comment this as var keyword. var keyword. So I'm going to write a function to show you why you shouldn't be using the var keyword. So I'll call this function example var. Okay, inside this function, I'm going to declare a variable. I'll call this var x equal to 1. So yeah, after doing this, I'm going to create a block scope using the if statements. So I'll pass in the true value here, true. It's a block scope in Boolean. So inside this block scope, I'm going to declare a variable. I'm going to redeclare that variable x as 2. I've declared the variable x as 2. Redeclare that variable x as 2. I'll come here and console.log that variable x. This is everything I've done here is inside the block scope. You get that? So outside the block scope here, I'm going to console.log x again. Okay, let's see what we're going to get as the outputs on the console. I'll save this and go to my browser. Refresh this. Right click. Click inspect. Then click on console. So what I'll do, I'll call the function because I created a function, so I have to invoke the function. So I'll say example and I invoke the function. Okay, so I save this. I go refresh the browser so I can see it on the console. So you can see I'm getting 2 on the console. Let me increase the length of my browser, so the width of my browser, so that you can see it quickly. Oh, that did not increase. Okay, but you can see 2. So I'm getting 2 and 2. Now you can see from the code, this gave me 2. Line 7 gave me 2. Line 7 gave me 2. The 2 is gotten from the block scope. Now on line 10, I am getting 2, which is outside the block scope. But on line 3, we declare x as 1. Remember it said something about the var keyword, that they are accessible throughout the entire function. Immediately I redeclare x here inside this block code. X now take another value as, instead of 1, it now takes another value as 2. This 2 will be seen throughout this block, throughout this function. So instead of seeing this 1 that was declared initially, it is now seeing 2 throughout the function. And this can lead to unexpected behavior, because the real variable that was declared was 1. The value of the real variable of the x variable that was declared was 1. Now immediately got to this block code, this block scope, it declare x and change it to value of 2, and it's now seeing x throughout the function as 2 instead of 1. This is one reason why you shouldn't be using the var keyword. Now let us try this for the let keyword. Let's see if we're going to get the same results. So let's try this for the let keyword. So I'll come here and take this out. Let me just comment it. Or let me just so I'll change this to let keyword. Let's. So I'll change this to example let's. So I'll change y x to y so that it's easy for you to understand. Change x to y, then also the log y, also the log y. Now remember I told you that for the let keyword or const keyword, I said that words they are block scope, meaning that words meaning that words meaning that they are only accessible within the block scope. That means you can only access it within this block scope. They don't affect the entire function. Let me save this so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'll save this, go to the browser to refresh this. Oh sorry, I've not invoked the function, so I'll call this example let's. So I'll save this now. I go to the browser so you can see, oh sorry, example let's. So this is example, I'm using var here instead of let. So this will be let's, not var, let's and let's. So this is let's, let. Okay, so let me save it now and you see the result on the console. So you can see I'm getting 2 and 1. On line 7 we got 2. On line 10 we got 1, which was initial value that was declared. So let's go see line 7 that gave us 2. Line 7 is inside the block scope. After we redeclare y, we assign it a value of 2, and y is seen to inside this block code only, inside this block scope only. Immediately we left the block scope, we came to line 10 to console the log y, and instantly we're not getting 2, we're getting 1, which is the word initial value that was declared on line 3. So you can see for a let keyword or a const keyword, what happened? It is accessible only within this block scope. Why for a var keyword, it is accessible in the entire function. This was where we redeclare y and we assign it to inside the block scope for let. Immediately we left the block scope, what happened? It went back to its default setting, which was 1, which you saw on our console as y equal to 1 here on line 10. So I hope you understand. You now see the difference, the difference between the var keyword and the let keyword, why we shouldn't be using let keyword. In conclusion, in the example y function, the variable x inside the if block overwrites the variable x outside of it, leading to potential bugs and confusion, which I've explained earlier. In contrast, the example let function keeps the let y inside the if block separated from the let y outside of it, making the code more predictable and easier to understand. In conclusion, using let and cause instead of var helps avoid issues related to what variable scope, hoisting, and redeclaration, leading to more reliable and maintainable code. So you see the reason why you shouldn't be using the var keyword. I hope this video is helpful. Please like, share, and comment in the comment section below. And don't forget, please subscribe to our channel so that we can get you more programming videos like this. So until then, I'll see you guys later.